Hi, I'm Isaac Smoldon, and I was the voice of Houston Hockey this year as the Hawks had their 2017 and 2018 season. In the state tournament, I had a chance to talk to Kristopher Wagoner, longtime announcer for the Hawks, and get his views on the season. Unfortunately, due to covering the ASA state games, all of them, I was not able to upload this before the game in question, which was Houston versus Tri Valley. So this video is going to go up now a little bit late, but figured I'd give Wags the chance to give his opinions on it, as it was a very good interview. Wagner's a great guy, and it was a really fun one. This video is also letting everyone know that there will be a highlights video for the top plays of the year coming up in probably a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Now we'll see the interview with Kristopher Wagoner here, announcer for the Hawks, on this latest episode of Hawky Talks.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Hawky Talks, where we just have a little bit of conversation about Houston High hockey and what's going on. I'm joined here by Kristopher Wagoner. He's been doing the announcing for the Hawks not only this year but for a lot of years past. Wagner, what are your thoughts on this season? What have you seen so far?
I've seen a lot of guys step up, and like hockey usually is, a lot of brotherhood, a lot of older guys taking younger guys under their wings. You got the Reed and Aiden kind of deal going, and it's kind of cool because I remember when Reed was just a freshman, and there were some senior guys that were leaving that kind of passed the torch to him when he was a freshman, and it's kind of neat to watch these older guys kind of pass that torch back to the younger guys. So it's pretty cool.
So the Hawks, obviously going into today, they're the number one seed. What do you think? What do you think the key is to winning state?
Just being a team, passing the puck, playing well together, communicating, building each other up. I think we're doing all that. I think we're clicking real well here right at the end of the season. Finally got our first overtime win last week, so that's a good thing. We know we can actually win a game if we take it to the end like that. But hopefully we've learned our lesson these last few weeks where we get a lead and we don't give it up. So we gotta stay on the puck. We gotta just keep fighting hard every minute, every second of the game. So never give up.
Yeah, the Hawks play Tri Valley today. They play they play the winner of Monroe and Hutchinson tomorrow. Obviously, Monroe heavily favored to win that game.
We gotta win Tri Valley first.
We'll see what happens.
Oh man,
if they. Well, yeah. I mean,
if you saw the skills competition earlier today, that young man, what's his name, Drake or from Tri Valley? Is it Drake? No, Dante Keith.
Yeah.
Dante
well,
Keith
Tri Valley's
is
a very talented team. I mean,
oh yeah.
It's
And
not it's
but
the
that
state
shooter
tournament. You're not going to be able to walk over anyone.
That's
I mean,
right.
Today the Hawks play Tri Valley, and then they win.
We'll see what happens.
If they win today,
Yep.
then you probably play Monroe tomorrow, which is, I mean, it's. I think the Hawks beat Tri Valley earlier in the season during regular conference play, but the Tri Valley team that I've seen yesterday, that I've seen at this state tournament, is a completely different team. I mean, they put up 5 goals against Delta. 4 of those are in the third period. I think a lot of guys have improved. Fantastic goaltending by Caleb Graham, and they've also already played a game this tournament. Hawks, are going to come out and try to play their first one, and they're going to need to come out hard because I think Tri Valley's hungry for a win here and hungry to compete for the state championship.
Yeah. Should be a good game. It'll be a good test before the championship. Should we succeed tonight? Hopefully we will. And then, also the same can be said for that Hutchinson team yesterday. Whether it was injury that plagued them this year or, a shallow bench. Last night, their performance against Glen Allen was incredible. Glen Allen having the 3rd seed and Hutch not having the best seed in the tournament. They're at 6th. To have Hutchinson come out and play in the tournament like that, they're the real deal too. So even that Monroe game this afternoon is going to be pretty intense to watch too.
Right, because we go into the tournament, Monroe and Houston are number 1 and number 2. That's who you think if that's who you'd expect to be in the championship. But so far this tournament, we've seen the opposite of expectations with an upset from a bit of a smaller upset. I think Tri Valley and Delta.
Right.
They're going into that tie. They end up getting separated by a tiebreaker, so that's a close one. But bigger upset with Hutch and Glen Allen last night. Hutch comes out with the win there, 6-5, and a lot of heart from both the Hutchinson and the Tri Valley squads. I'm expecting them to put up a real fight today and maybe surprise Monroe and Houston.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Should be some good state championship hockey.
Yep. Make sure you tune in for the rest of the tournament. We have, like we said, Monroe and Hutch. The first game at 5 p.m. At 7:30, Houston will take on Tri Valley, and then tomorrow we have a couple consolation games, and finally the state championship game between the two winners of today's games will be at 5:30 p.m. 5 p.m. 5:30 p.m.
Yep, 5 o'clock.
I have the schedule right in front of me. 5 p.m. There we go.
So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And I just wanted to say a little plug out there. Big congrats, big thank you from Hawk Nation to Isaac Smoldon this year for stepping up and showing us it can be done, getting things going live. And everything he's done has been volunteer work this year. And for you young kids out there maybe watching this later on down the road, he did a lot of volunteer. He didn't get paid for it. He figured it all out by himself. And, for this tournament, he got paid a little money to do the same thing he's doing anyways. And he's also doing some writing, which I know you probably don't talk about yourself too much, but I figure I'd give Isaac some props on that and kind of thank you, man. We appreciate it, and I know the families out there enjoy watching their kids, and I couldn't imagine what Grandma in Alabama is thinking when she gets to watch her grandbaby up here in Alaska playing hockey. So thank you for doing that for us this year.
Thank you, Wags. You've been the voice of Houston hockey for a long time. Does a great job with the announcements and the music and everything, and I think that a lot of the energy here at this rink is indebted to your presence here in the score booth.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. Well, until we see you for the games, hopefully later this week. Hoping you have a good rest of the weekend. Go Hawks.